Yes, yes, people, welcome back to another edition of the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV, and I'm joined by a special resident of Sarcasm City, man like Shameless Baines, aka Baines St. Patrick, aka forgot the rest of your AKAs. I'm not gonna lie, but Statman Baines is in the building. What are you telling me, Baines? Are you good?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, man, all blessed, fam. All blessed. You know what I'm saying? We got some positive things it seems to talk about. We will get into all of that. But for everyone that is new here, the ManDem United podcast is a podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments and questions Manchester United related, people. Please make sure you do that. Big up to everyone who's supported as well. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Sarcasm City TV, Road to 4K. Also subscribe to Bainesy's channel as well. The link is in the title. But as you can see, let's get straight into it. Ten Hag appointment imminent with the question mark. Bainesy's smiling. He's happy. I'm looking at it. I'm optimistic. But your thoughts on it, Bainesy? Talk to me.
Nah, I think you should go first on this.
Why should I go first on this? Why?
Nah,
Why
I
should
want to
go
hear your
first?
thoughts. I'll be honest. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts.
Why this guy? You
Nah,
know
nah.
my thoughts because you heard me. This guy. Anytime Bainesy nahs you, there's some bullshit on the
Nah,
on
but
the
I just want to hear
horizon.
your thoughts, innit? I want to hear your thoughts.
So yeah, with the Ten Hag appointment, he was the one I said I wanted. He was the first choice. Did I expect us to make it happen? No. But I think we have to give credit to Ralph. And this is why I haven't been critical of him, because this is why Ralph was brought in, was for decisions like this. Like, people are talking about top 4 United on the pitch. And I'm like, why are we criticizing him like he's the permanent manager or he's going to be the
let me
next
ask you
manager?
this.
Go on.
Do you
Talk
think
to me.
United got in 10 because his release clause is cheaper?
Possibly. It's definitely a
I'll be
possibility.
honest, I think that's the main reason.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. But even then, even aside from that, Ten Hag still has to say yes. To me, one of the major reasons why he said yes is because of Ralph. I'd put it this way: I don't think if Ralph is here, he lands. Ralph is one of the only positives here. What other positives are there? Apart from what he'll get paid, apart from the resources he has, apart from the fact it's Manchester United in name only, what other positives are there here for Ten Hag?
Money to buy players, isn't it?
That's why I said resources.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's my point. So that's why I have to give a lot of credit to Ralph for this. Yes, could it be because he was cheaper? Yeah, but
You think Ralph actually had to say in this?
Yes, absolutely. Because reports are he wanted Ten Hag. He was his choice. I don't know if they've worked together before, but supposedly this is all rumors that they've spoke. And he was like, that's the guy that I want. Why else would you come here, Ten Hag? Like, why else? Like I said, the reasons are limited outside of the resources, outside of the money you'll get paid, and outside of it being Manchester United in name. That's legit it. That's why I think Ralph was key to this. And this is what he was brought in to do. And I think people really overlooked that. And everybody just looked short term. Everybody was looking at it short term and talking about Ralph's playing style. They don't see a difference between him and Oli. Yeah, you check that. You do have a look at those things and you assess those things, but that's not why I'm judging Ralph off. I'm judging Ralph of decisions like this. I'm judging Ralph if he does go into the consultancy role. How is our recruitment? That's when I'll be much more critical of him. Because I've said this before, you won't get this reference, but other people will. In music, you have people you have rappers and then you have producers who rap. When a producer jumps on a track and is rapping, I'm not judging him at the level of the best rappers in the world because he's not a rapper, he's a producer. There's a major difference. And that's why I'm looking. Everyone knows Ralph's best work is behind the scenes. Nobody said Ralph was a world-class manager. Ralph's not won Champions Leagues and multiple domestic leagues. That's not what he was brought in. All he's done since he's come here is gather intel. He's legit gathered intel on the task at hand. And he's going to give that intel to Ten Hag or whoever the manager is going to be. So they're not walking in blind, which can only help him. There's no hindrance. That's like me owning it or managing a store or managing a shop. And then I give it to you. I can tell you what works and what don't. I can tell you who works and who don't, who's good at what, who's not what good, who you might want to get rid of, etc. You're not walking in blind. So, and Ralph, you've heard all the rumors come out as well. And that's just what we hear. Imagine all the stuff we don't know about. And I'm just talking about not just necessarily on the pitch. I'm talking off the pitch. Who has bad habits? Who's a bad trainer? Who's a great trainer? Who's the guy to go to Who's the guy to pick everybody up after a loss or after a bad defeat or a bad result? Who's the best guy to talk to the press? All these small things that add up, you know what I'm saying, towards the end of the season. But someone asked me, what was I on? Can't remember what show it was. I was on a show anyway, and someone asked me, who do I think Manchester United captain should be? I said, I don't really have a clue. It's just a simple question as that. There might be a captain that we don't look at, but maybe Ralph's like, you know what, he's the best for the captaincy role. And it could be someone, because nobody stands out clear for me. So yeah, I'm very like optimistic about it. That's why I put imminent with the question mark though, because it's not confirmed. But I love the idea of it. Ten Hag coming in, Ralph going upstairs. Reports are we're getting is a deputy director of football or something like that. Like I like these things. Obviously, Ten Hag's going to bring in his own coaching staff as well, as new managers do. I'm all for this. I'm all for this, and hopefully, it should improve our recruitment. Well, what's your thoughts on it? Because I know you're less optimistic than me.
No. I'll be honest. I just think I'm happy with the appointment, but at the same time, I don't know if Ralph has a lot to do with it. Okay, I don't know if he's going to have a lot to do with United going forward, innit? Because we've already seen the reports. This guy's working 6 days a month.
Yeah, that's for a crease.
In the consultancy role kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
Like, we know his job is not going to be as hands-on as we first initially thought, which is what I was mainly excited about. But at the same time, today, Fabrizio, even though the guy's a fraud, came out and said...
Wait, we're not skipping over that. Why is Fabrizio a fraud? What did he do?
Man, I don't rate the guy.
What did he do? Talk about it, man.
Have you not seen that thread? About this guy just stealing all the stuff from small journalists. It went viral.
I don't pay attention to it. Yeah, send it to me afterwards. But yeah, Bainesy don't like what's it called? Don't like Fabrizio.
But Fabrizio came out and said Ten Hag has asked United to be 100% involved on present and future transfer strategies, new signings, outgoings, new contracts. Ten Hag considers this as a key point to rebuild United. New signings have to be totally perfect for his idea and club project. That's the main thing that gives me a bit of optimism. Because there's and it seems like, from what I saw another report, apparently he had to say in the Bruno contract, innit?
Yeah, he was the one who he was the one who signed off on it, which I'm ecstatic about it. No, I said this already.
The thing is, if it's true, that's a positive. But at the same time, I don't know with United and like the rest of the PR stuff, innit? Like, you know how they always just try to add it in, like United are all clever and stuff, innit?
Yeah. I get you.
Because you even saw it the other day when the Ten Hag thing came out, when like that day the reports were coming out about Ten Hag being closed. They said that they felt Ten Hag would be a better fit for the structure now in place at United instead of Pochettino. And I was just like, it's not to do with the structure. It's literally to do with the release scores in my head.
I get that. I can hear it because we know United are cheap, so it wouldn't surprise me. We know what United are like. Nobody's surprised. Nobody's shocked. We know what they're like. However, I said Ralph needs to go into that consultancy role and it needs to be more than 6 days. That would be a disappointment, considering if you look at the work that he's done. And one thing, and you mentioned this as well, before Ralph landed, how that's a footballing decision. So whoever's making the decisions, it's going in the right direction. Is it everything we want? No. But when Ollie was sacked, me, you, nobody I know of was like, yeah, we're going to go get Ralph. And then he's going to potentially go into a consultancy role. And then we'll go get a proper manager. Nobody thought that. We thought we was going to go for the short term, a Conte, a Poch, something like that. But this is not only short term, it's also long term as well, which I like. And it's two footballing decisions. It looks like McPherson will be leaving. Ten Hag will bring in his own backroom staff. The deputy, obviously, we've been linked a lot with Paul Mitchell as well. And there's supposedly like a 3-man shortlist for that role. These are footballing decisions which I like. Because we just got to build, man. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, we building brick by brick. Like, we ain't moving furniture into the house. We are legit building the house from scratch. And this is what it is. So now I'm looking forward. Like, I'm optimistic about it. Like I said, I know you're less than I am.
No, it's kind of like we still need to worry about top 4 first, innit? And I'm not, on a serious note, on the manager thing, it's kind of like we need to see it. Like this club can always talk a good game. Let's see what they do in the summer. Are they going to back Ten Hag? Let's see his targets now. What are they going to be? How much control is he going to have? How much control is he actually going to have on players 100 like leaving and stuff? Because you know United, you know how clubs work. Sometimes like clubs just have a gentleman's agreement with certain people. No contract signed. Like they might sell Ten Hag the perfect project, but they're not actually follow through kind of thing.
That's on the. I put that. If that is the case, say that happens, that's on him to negotiate that into his deal.
But by that I mean it's kind of like we've seen United sell our dreams before in the past, innit? With backing certain managers.
Oh yeah, I hear that.
That third season under Jose, or second season, was an absolute disgrace when they brought Fred Dallo and Lee Grant.
Yeah, but that's when
we finished second the season
second
before we added that.
Yeah. But then
Well,
that's on the whole
doing kind of thing.
I put that on the club. I also put that on the manager. That's on you to leave.
Yeah, I know, but like,
so that's on Ten Hag. If that's the case, that's
you're trying to get the payout as well at the same time, innit?
See, so it's like I don't want to hear you. No, that's even worse then. If you try to get the payout, you're willing to put your reputation on the line. No, I'm not blaming. I'm saying you're putting money above, but you can't say it's on you're putting money above your rep, which is cool. I'm not saying you're wrong for that. I'm just using that as an example. I'm just using that as an example. Like, you're also to blame for that. If you have sit down and you agree certain things with the club in your deal and the club don't abide by that, hold them to that.
Nah, see, I'll be honest here. You see something like Ten Hag is like, no, like, even actually Jose was the perfect example. Like, Jose leaving here. Like, listen, Jose is still Jose. He had no affiliation with United before, innit? Which is why I'm like, he might as well just stay for the payout.
But then it's on you, it's on your rep. But
and the thing with Jose always had shots at the ball, though. That's one thing I'll give him. Remember when he played Ander Herrera centre back? That was to send a message.
Yeah, I do remember when he did that. Yeah,
I think that was against Tottenham.
Let me introduce both the special guests as well. You can catch him on United Watch-Alongs. Dan Sillyman is in the building. My G Eddie is also in the building as well. What are you saying, Daddy? You good?
What up, man? How's everyone?
Yeah, man, all good, all good. What are you saying, Eddie? You blessed?
Oh, always. Eddie. We live in Gucci. We live in Gucci, you know?
Gucci!
But yeah, as you were saying, I get what you're saying there, Baines, and that's on Ten Hag and the other people around. Not just on him, that's also on the board and everybody else in place to deal with that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, to hold these people accountable to what they've said. Yeah. Like, that's what I would say on it. But that's just my fault. That's why I don't totally blame the board. Again, if you're brought in to do a job and you're promised X, Y, and Z, and you don't get X, Y, and Z, and then you stay, you're part of the problem. This is why I don't get the whole Ollie situation. And people was like,
no, but the thing with Ollie, this is where it's different in my eyes. Ollie had a link with the club. He was meant to be a fan kind of thing, innit? Like a proper supporter. Like Jose
that makes it worse. No. The thing is,
that makes it worse. That's what I'm saying.
That makes it worse. You're right.
That makes it worse for Ollie. Like, Jose had no links. Like, if I'm Jose, I'm waiting for the payout because he don't care about United. Ollie was meant to care about us. He was meant to be one of us, kind of thing.
It depends on your professional decorum, innit? And like wanting to do the best job possible. That's just me, though. But then again, I've not got that big money in front of me. But then it depends on. But then you'll be the first to complain if you don't get jobs or about your rep. And when I say that, I'm talking about Mourinho, because we've seen the fall off of him. And Mourinho is one of my favorite managers of all time. But we see why he's at Roma. It's because of decisions like that. Your rep's not of that where you can afford to just sit and do a bad job. Because you've fallen off, you know.
I'll be honest, I think Jose kind of knows as soon as Rui Faria left him, that's it. That his career was going downhill after that.
Right.
Yeah, but it shouldn't have been as drastic. It shouldn't have been as drastic as it was, though.
Yeah, but like,
I think about it, man. Went from Champions League winner to
you're in the Conference League. Towards the end of Jose, he was on the decline, even though when he was at United and stuff. But as soon as Rui Faria left, that was it. Yeah. That was it. His defensive structure went all the way.
He never adapted his game to anything new or anything that, football had kind of shown him it was the direction it was going in, where you use the entirety of the field and use every single player to give yourself an advantage on the offensive end, and he's still stuck in the 1990s. It spelled out bad for Jose. I'm kind of with Statman on this one. Like, if I know for a fact I'm not producing at my level where I'm normally being at, then at a certain point it just gets to what's the best I can get out of this situation. And the money was the best thing he could take. He couldn't take his pride with him because we stripped him.
Eddie, he's the special one, man.
That's sad, man. It's sad. What you're saying, Eddie. Yeah, what you're saying is not wrong, Eddie. I'm just saying that's sad to hear. Of someone of that caliber. That's sad, man. That you just want to go out like that.
Oh yeah,
but they have to believe that they won't go out like that.
Pride will have you do some stupid stuff. But like he's saying, Danny's saying he didn't believe he was going to go out like that. You think Jose ever believed that he'd be this level in his life? Do you think he ever thought like, I get to the point where I'm fucking leading Roma in a conference league playoff? Like, no, not at all. Never in a million years in his mind, I bet you.
It's kind of peak still. But speaking of that, we'll go to you first on it, Eddie. I can see from your name there, in HAAG we trust. So your thoughts on Ten Hag potentially coming in, because it's not confirmed, people, but we're here talking hypothetically like it's true. I'm optimistic. Bainesy's less optimistic. What's your thoughts on it, Eddie?
And to be honest,
I said he's less optimistic than I am.
No, I'm calm with Ten Hag. He's more with the Ralph, isn't it?
Surprisingly, he's got a more level head about this than I have, which is weird. Because normally I'm the level-headed one, and he's the one.
No. You look
the emotional one, baby.
No.
But I'm not.
I'm giving Bainesy. That's a compliment from him.
No, but with the Ten Hag thing, it's not about Ten Hag. It's about the Ralph thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how much say Ralph is gonna have. That's the thing.
Double our mafia in the building, but surprisingly, yes, we have switched roles. You know what I'm saying? Because normally I'm the one who's level-headed and telling Bainesy, "Yo, you need to look at other things." But it's the other way around. It's cool though, isn't it? I'm saying Bainesy growing up. You feel me? Go on,
Bainesy, respect double R mafia. Respect double R mafia.
But I'm criticizing why Ralph doesn't have a bigger say.
I think you know what I think it is with Ralph. I think he does have a bigger say. He's just the type not to let anybody see his cards. Like I've been watching his what he's been saying on the manager thus far, and he's like very coy. He's very I don't know if we have him. They've been talking to multiple managers. When the whole world knows how this is going to play out, hopefully, but it would be United to screw it up. But I think for me, the one thing I will take from what Baines is saying is there is a lot of evidence for us to be skeptical as to how this will play out, just simply because of who we're dealing with, right? Ten Hag is one thing. The board and the people he's surrounded by is a completely different thing. It's two different things that you have to analyze here. And what we really need to understand is, what is the structure going to be? Is it going to be a situation where he gets full control? Is it going to be a situation where he gets partial control? We won't know because United lie as much as they breathe. So until we actually see the kind of work that's being done, like we'll never really know. We just have to wait and see. But I'm just excited for what the product's going to be on the pitch. Like if I just microsize it to like certain aspects of what there is to be excited about. The pitch is one thing, player development is another thing to be excited about. And yeah, that's it for me, bro. It's a positive step. Like it's a first step. It's a fresh step forward, but we have to see what accompanies this.
Yeah, Dan, what are you saying? What's your thoughts?
Yeah,
potential arrival.
I agree with everything Eddie said, man. Like it's always gonna be a shot in the dark sort of thing. Nah, like Eddie said, we've seen the evidence to suggest that, you know, it's all just hopes and dreams at this point, isn't it? Like hope for the best, always. Like it's like Ten Hag is the right guy at this present time. He is the guy that you get in this current climate. He is the one that you get. But like what we're saying, the amount of control he gets is questionable, isn't it? We'll never know, like what Eddie said, until it happens. Only time will tell. And this is the thing with Man United. It's always a time will tell thing. Like we're never 100% certain on anything. It's never like concrete, you know what I'm saying? Anything at this club. So yeah, man, just have to hope for the best, man. But it is the right type of signing as a manager. Yes. If you want to progress and take the club forward as much as you can, even though we're thinking, you know, how much is he going to get backed and stuff? How much support is he going to get? How much control are they going to give him? All we can do is hope, man. He's the best of what is available. Do you know what I'm saying? So we just have to hope. We have to hope now, Flawless. I know you're not a hope guy, but we have to.
I'm with it on that because I'm seeing things and hearing things that are in place that give me hope, that give me faith. Like I said, the Paul Mitchell rumor, the whole deputy DOF or whatever.
Ralph
it is.
said
Like,
he's
these type of
cool.
things.
He's friends with him and that, innit?
This is because Ralph was in Bainesy, you know this. Ralph was with him in the stand at a game or something like that. Was it at Old Trafford? Where was it at?
I'll be honest, I'm not really reading much into the Paul Mitchell rumors, innit? Because I said this, Paul Mitchell's from Manchester, he was born in Manchester, he worked with Ralph at Leipzig.
He's Mank born and bred.
Yeah. I think they probably just have a mutual relationship kind of thing, innit?
Yeah, of course he's chatting to him. Fam.
No, but then
that's like me working somewhere.
No, but I don't think but people think it's a guarantee that he comes. I don't think
not guaranteed, not guaranteed, but he's going to be talking to him. That's like me needing a stat guy.
Basically, indirectly said he's been talking to him.
That's like me needing a stat guy for something, and I know you. You think that I'm not going to be talking to you about that, whether you get the role or not?
No, I'll be honest. I'll be very surprised if Paul Mitchell comes in it.
Yeah, but I heard it's like a 3-person shortlist. But again, I like the fact that that's even being brought up because this is the first time this has even been mentioned. Like I said, Dan said it. These are all steps in the right direction.
Wait, who reported that?
Who was it now? It was a reliable source because I can't remember who it was exactly.
Forget about the reports and that.
reliable.
Ralph himself said that he's
Go on.
cool and friends with him and he has drinks and shit with him and all
Oh,
of
that
that.
we said. Yeah, man, they talking, man. They talking.
Of course, he's gonna ask him to.
Yeah.
He's gonna bring
Yeah.
him in. Try to bring him.
And
in.
they've worked together before as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course,
I think
man.
that's I think, you know, what they say, the stars have to line up, and at the end of the day, he has to make that decision. But I think people are seeing that we're setting ourselves up because again, at the end of the day, as an institution, United is one of the biggest in the world. So just off of that alone, people will be antsy to kind of see if I can be the guy or I can be that person to take them back to their days of glory. And I just think that, to Statman's point, though, United research does their research on what the social media conversations are. And they understand that if they put a picture out with Phil Mitchell and Double R, like, it's going to get a lot of traction, it's going to get a lot of excitement. And there could be nothing there. Like, players use our name all the time just to beef up their contractual talk. So,
Facts.
yeah, I think for us, I think for all of us, really, until these things happen, you know, I think we have to be on that kind of regard with United, because we've been in this type of game for 10 years of, we think this, then this happens. We think that, then this happens. Like, you know, until it happens, we can't really go off too much.
Hope for the best, man.
Yeah, just hope. That's it. That's
like
it.
I said, the fact because we've got something to look forward to and be like, all right, let's see. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like these because these rumors and reports weren't happening before, but they are now. But you spoke on this, Bainzy, because you said top 4 is more important. So we'll take this question to you. Dan Big up to Dan says the last 8 games this season for United, realistically, how many points United can get and should get? Is top 4 hopes done? Over to you, Bainzy. It's 2 questions in one. Bainzy gonna say maximum points. He gonna say 20.
No. we have to play Liverpool away, innit?
It's light work.
Nah, let me work this out.
All right, cool. You want me to pull up the fixtures?
No. I know the fixtures.
All right.
I'll probably say 19.
Someone's ringing on the phone, fam. That's 10 hours on the phone, fam. You know what I'm saying?
We should be getting 19 knowing our fixtures.
You say 19? Run through
should.
it. Wins and losses. All right, run through the wins and losses and draws.
So the games that we're dropping points, Liverpool, take away 3.
Yeah.
So that would be 21 points then.
Okay.
And we drop points against Chelsea, probably. We get a draw in that.
So that's
even
20.
that Chelsea game, I wouldn't be surprised if we win because Chelsea are going to have nothing to fight for.
Yeah. Serious, they got maybe FA Cup, maybe.
No, but but even that Chelsea game is second to last game of the season for us at Old Trafford. And then realistically, we should.
Is that our last home game?
No, I think it's Palace. Actually, Palace might be away. Yeah, I think Palace is the away last game of the season.
Okay. Well, yeah, go on.
We should be beating Arsenal, let's be honest. With Thomas Partey out, Tierney out now. Changing system potentially for Arsenal.
You making valid points.
And then what? Our next 2 games are Norwich and Everton. That should be 6 points. We still have to play Brentford on May the 2nd, I think it is. That should be another 3 points. Who else am I missing? I can't remember who else we have to play.
One sec. I'm pull up the fixtures right now, fam. Give me a second. I'll pull up fixtures. Hold up.
I think Brighton's the other team. I think.
Have a
We've
look.
only played Brighton once, I swear.
So we play Everton away. I mean, it's Everton away.
Points.
Norwich at home.
3 points.
Liverpool away.
Loss.
Arsenal away.
3 points.
That's 9. Brentford at home.
3 points.
That's 12. Brighton away.
3 points.
15. Chelsea at home.
Draw.
Crystal Palace away.
Win.
You hella confident, fam. I don't know where
but I'm saying realistically, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
Well, it should be, but is it? It won't be that.
Well, that's a
You
different
think
question. Though.
you think we get 19 points from the last possible 24?
We need at least 18.
This is
Listen.
crazy. This is Timo talking about the Lakers after the All-Star break. This is wild.
I'm saying we should.
Oh, that shit great.
We should on paper.
Nah, we shouldn't on paper.
No.
I don't know. Nah,
Not anymore. Like it's not them days anymore.
Tell me who we could like lose to. Actually,
could
no, we
lose
could
to-
lose to.
Like, man, there's no such thing as on paper anymore for Man
Yeah, I know,
United.
but like-
I get the on paper
But
thing, but I'm
this
saying
has
it's
to be a
not Liverpool.
It's a
Hypothetical.
question.
Liverpool will be tough. I'm not saying even Arsenal with injuries, we're not breezing past. We're not breezing past
I
Chelsea.
think we'll be Arsenal.
We're not breezing past Brighton. I'm not that confident because I know they'll be bang up for that. As
No,
well.
Brighton,
Yeah, these
so
are fighting for the top four and that.
Yeah,
like,
so I'm saying
you know.
this is me. This is just me saying Liverpool. I'm not saying we lose or draw these games. I'm saying I'm not saying that they should be or they're guaranteed wins. So Liverpool away, of course not. Arsenal away, Brighton away, Chelsea at home, Palace away. We just seen what Palace did.
but
to us,
you
so that's
see,
fine.
this is what I'm saying. Towards the end of the season, these teams have nothing to play for. What are Palace playing for? Last game of the season.
That's a fair point.
What are Brighton playing for? Brighton have lost 6 games from the last 7 anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Welcome Manchester United.
No, but I think Brighton have like 1 win since January or something, apparently.
Yeah. Their record's been horrific. We need to talk about your guy. Graham Potter.
United,
Yeah, man. I get your point. You are making that is a very, very valid point. I just don't see us putting together getting 18 points from the last 24. I just don't see
You
a
could argue
turnaround.
our
Like
next 2 games are very tough. Both teams in a relegation battle. But towards the end of the season, I'm confident we'll beat Palace and Brighton and them.
You confident we move to Brighton, Fulham, and them, man? Yeah, is that what you're saying? Fam?
there's no why.
But on paper, we should be beating.
You say, is that what you're
Don't do
saying?
that.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Oh,
Don't
wow.
do that.
Nah.
Saying
Emotion.
that- We're gonna chat. Not even emotions. He's saying, "Yo, go chat to Brighton, Fulham, and them, man." Is that what you're saying, fam? Yeah.
No, but
Is that
come
what
on.
you're saying, man?
We're playing Brentford on May the 2nd, yeah, and I think
I ain't
we're
even
playing Brighton.
I ain't even too confident for that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen us
I am,
play,
man.
fam. I'm not. But I know what
Brentford
these
will
players
be
are like.
on the Monday night. I think it is, isn't it?
Under the bright lights at OT on a
Yeah.
Monday night. Let's
FA
go.
Youth Cup final on that Saturday as well.
Let's go, Bainesy. Top red Bainesy in the building. Let's go. That was the, Bainesy.
Straight for them Bainesy.
Nah, man, I got faith. Because I'm looking, Brentford are calm in the league. They ain't getting relegated. Newcastle ain't getting relegated. Brighton are not getting relegated. Palace isn't getting relegated.
Yo, it's the way you
Look.
talking. We haven't put a run like this together the entire season, I don't think. All of a sudden,
No, but
you think
I
we just
don't-
going to win 19 from 20, 18 from 24 is wild to me. I hope you're right. It just
No,
sounds
but I don't
wild.
think that's mad though. Because really,
It really is.
Mad.
I only said
It's
we're winning
mad,
3
mad,
games in a
mad,
row
mad,
once
mad,
in that
mad,
run.
mad. This guy thinks we just gonna win like yo. So
What a
I
joke,
let me
dude.
run through. this.
One,
So
one
you
week,
said
one
you-
game week as well.
so. You said Everton, Norwich. We lose to Liverpool. Beat Arsenal. Beat Brentford. Beat Brighton. So we are winning 5 out of our next 6. Then after
That's
that, you
not-
said Chelsea draw and then Palace away. Go on, Eddie. This is crazy.
See, that's not too crazy for me. I think
Go on.
the thing with us is just finishing our chances. Because even in the what was the game just the other week?
Pick one, fam. Where we missed chances.
No, I'm
Pick
sorry.
one.
Yeah, I know. What's the game we just played?
Yeah,
who
we
did
just
we
play.
just play?
Yeah,
Who
let
did
me
we
check it
just
out.
play?
Leicester City, fam. Leicester City. You would have
Leicester
said, yeah,
City.
3 points. They got nothing to play for.
No, but
We
that
did it,
game I
right?
did say
And-
was tougher. First game back from the international break.
Yeah,
That's
that's always going to be a tough. And again, you
Yeah.
look at the bodies that we had out there, people just coming back from flights. It was, you had to play because you had to play. But if there was going to be a game where we looked at our absolute worst, I think that game. And then with Everton coming this week, we understand that we can't put 2 draws back to back. And so you think of the Alanga and the Rashford trying to kick each other chance that might have put us over the top in the last couple of moments. You think about even all the way back to the Villa game where we're up 2-0. And if we get one more goal, it's probably, if it comes back 3-2 at the most, right? So, and I know this is going to sound crazy coming from me, because of where we are, we're going to need CR7 to be what his name says he is, you know? So I think it's possible. I don't think it's crazy. I do think it's possible that we can get, because the competition other than Chelsea and Liverpool isn't really all that scary. It really isn't.
It's not. It's just us, innit? Like, I got to throw Arsenal in there. Like, I get onto Arsenal, but that's not going to be an easy game. That is not an easy game. Like, 110% is not. Like, I don't think we're just going to breeze through that. Especially if it was at OT, I'd be more confident. But away at the Emirates, injuries or not, the players will be banged up for it, and the crowd's going to be rocking as well. And they got a lot of big games coming up, and it depends on where they're at once that game is played. Obviously, they got the North London derby. They also play Chelsea. They also play West Ham. So
no, but that's the thing with Arsenal. I think they got like 3 games in that week. They ain't used to 3 games in a week.
They play us.
Arteta literally complained from playing Wednesday and a Saturday.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I
like how you said, Baines, you know what? You're selling me on this, you know. You've been watching The Apprentice, great salesman, man. Let's go.
But Chelsea have been doing that this entire season.
I like that, innit? So I smiled. I hear you.
To be real, Arsenal have been playing above their level. Arsenal, they really have. Like, I understand people can get excited, but structurally, they're set up not to fail, of course, but it just comes back to their talent. Their talent is not that good. When you compare it to ours, we're shit, but we're not as shit as them. And I think last game really proved that to me. When you have the likes of a Ben White back there going up against the Sancho and the CR7, it's just, no, I can't. Even a Gabriel who's overrated. Like, you have that collection of talent. I can always see myself beating y'all on my best day. So, yeah, and no Aubameyang, and they got Laka Fraud in front. Yeah, I like our chances in that one too.
Yeah, it's one of them. Like, it's not the opposition I'm worried about. It's us.
Oh, it's always
where our concerns. Like, I don't like. It's not. I'm not looking at the opposition. Mine is Liverpool. Mine is Chelsea, of course, because Chelsea do have quality, regardless if they're playing for anything or not. It's us that I have the problem with. I don't trust us. Yeah. I've seen us play. I don't trust our players in terms of quality. Like, the amount of games that we've just dropped silly points in terms of creating enough chances and we've just missed chances. A lot of times we drop that. I don't trust these men to put a full performance together. And that's going to come back to bite us. And we've not done this. We've not went on a run like this for the entire season. I just don't see it clicking into gear. All of a sudden, everything's got to click and fall into the right place. I hope I'm wrong.
Right.
But I really don't see it. But the fact that we're still in the top 4 race shows how bad the league is in terms of the top 4 competitors. We're literally we're 3 points off Spurs. We're 3 points off Arsenal, even though they have a game in hand. And Arsenal running is tough. Spurs on paper have the easiest running, yes, but we know Spurs can always do a Spurs. There's us. You don't know what West Ham are going to do in regards to Europa League, whether they'll prioritize that. So we'll see. But I don't think it's vitally important. If we get top 4 or not, I don't think it makes much of a difference.
No, I honest to God's truth, if we get top 4, that's fine. If we get top, I'm even again. I just want a trophy, bro. I'm so shameless. I'll take Conference League. I could give a fuck less. Like, I really could. I could care.
Competition we ain't winning it.
Competition we ain't won. You dig? People out here bragging on Club World Cups when they beat Saudi Arabia's finest deli hands, and it's like, why can't we do the same?
True. Well, I'd run with CL. I'd be like, yeah, I told you, man, about CL Varane. We just didn't tell you which CL. You know what I'm saying? CL Ronaldo. We just didn't tell you about which CL it was. It still counts. A trophy's a trophy. I'm with you, Eddie. I would say that's the gold lining. If United were
I'm not here for scraping a trophy.
You go to Europa League.
I'm not here for scraping a trophy, bro.
No, but we gotta start somewhere
again, man.
It's not scraping. It's not scraping a trophy if we win it.
Yeah, we are though, because we ain't on the levels of a footballing side. So if we do win a trophy at the moment, it's just gonna be luck. Bro.
All right. So say Ten Hag, but there's always luck involved in cup competition. But say Ten Hag comes in, gets a lot out of these players, and we win the competition. A la Mourinho. Mourinho did it. Van Gaal did it.
Yeah, but that's all well and good. But I want to see how you're doing it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're talking about the style of football.
Yeah,
that's a whole other conversation.
I don't want like a lucky run throughout the whole ties, like draws like that. And it's just like we just win it. Like it's just like it's not really. Yeah.
Nah, I get what you're saying with that, but I believe if it is Ten Hag, let's say for example,
what is this trophy gonna do really right now?
It could be a potential to a start. It could
No,
be a
that's the
potential to
thing.
start something. It's a building block, fam. It can be.
Yeah,
It can be a
we need
catalyst.
it.
There's a
Mentality.
reason. Yeah, it's a mentality. There's a reason why. If you look at Pep, you look at Klopp, you look at Mourinho, you look at Fergie, they all targeted that trophy. And when I say that, I'm talking about the Carabao Cup people. Go do the research. Mourinho, each time he was here, the two times at Chelsea and the once at United, he targeted the Carabao Cup. Pep won it 4 years in a row. Before United three-peated and won the Champions League with the Ronaldo team, we targeted the Carabao Cup as well. Like,
Yeah, I just don't want it to gas them, like Carling
I
Cup,
think it gives
Carabao Cup, whatever. Like, you're gonna gas them, and I don't think they're better than what they are. Like, it's just like, bro, like, just start seeing good football, man. Like, for once, bro.
It's a confidence, but it's a confidence thing. You're not gonna go. It's very rare you go from winning nothing on the level we're at to go and win a Premier League or Champions League.
Yeah,
Liverpool
exactly.
are the only side in recent times. Yeah, Liverpool are the only side I can remember in recent times who did that. But even they got to finals and lost before they won the Champions League, before they won the Premier League. I swear Klopp was in like 4 finals before they won that Champions League.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's all a progress. That's why I'm saying get into a final with these players.
Yeah,
having a deep run in European. Yeah, it's a mentality thing. Like, winning can breed winning. It doesn't mean it definitely happens, but it can be a part of it. That's why I'm for it. If we in the Europa League or Conference League, target that trophy. And as well, the Europa League, especially if we're in that, you can get into the Champions League.
Yeah, I mean, well, you can only tackle what's in front of you, in it. So yeah, I agree. But at the same time, it's like, you know, more than anything, I just want to see the style change, the better football and enjoyable football, man. Like, do you know what I'm saying? When's the last time we enjoyed watching a full 90 minutes of Man United? The long ass fucking time, bro.
That's not bad.
Like, so
now, of course, I get that. That comes with it. That's a whole nother argument, but I'm fully in agreement. I've said that despite what happens next season, I want to see a clear style and a clear identity from the jump. Whether the players are good enough or not, you want to be able to watch and see, I can see what Ten Hag is trying to do here, or I can see what X-manager is trying to do here. That's all it is. That's all it is. Because James says, nah, you don't want to watch Europa League with Arsenal in Champions League. It will hit once we're not in it. I've not been in it before. I can take that. That's just bants.
And again, even if we just see Arsenal, like, all we get to do is laugh at their group exit. Like, it won't be that big of a deal. Like,
or them going into they might end up in the Europa League with us. Or if they get to this round, they're not winning the competition. Like, again, I said it before, the worst part about Manchester United potentially not being in the Champions League is dealing with the banter. From the footballing side of things, I'm like, I don't want to be in the Champions League anyway if we're going to perform like this. What's the point in being in the Champions League and you're just miles off everybody? And we didn't even get knocked out by one of the better teams. That's the worst part. We didn't get moved to by a Bayern Munich or a Real Madrid a Benzema hat-trick. Got beat by Atletico Madrid and I watched them against City.
Right.
Shocking. Their performance was shocking. I'm not talking about their style. I'm talking about what they was trying to implement. I have no issue with them putting 11 men behind the ball because you're playing Manchester City, cool. But they had nothing going forward. And people were hyping up Atletico, talking about, Atletico can go through. Based off of what?
No, they beat us.
They had one shit, because they beat. That's what it is. They beat us. But we're no good. We're not the bar to be like, you beat Manchester United, so you can go on and beat Manchester City and compete in the Champions League. Like, Atletico Madrid was shocking. I think they had one shot on target against City. And that was a pass, and that was a chip shot to the goalkeeper. Like, if Edison had a cap, he could have threw it on it. The shot was that weak. Like, come on, man, what are we talking about? We got Selp again. But here's what it is. BT says, I see Arsenal bottling top 4. I won't even say he's bottling because their running's probably the toughest on paper.
Yeah.
I won't even say they bottled it. It's tough. It's very, very tough.
Seems like they're regressing to the mean. It seems like if you look at their last couple of performances, the guys who are playing, the youngsters are starting to play like youngsters, and the injury bug hit him at the wrong time with their likes to I don't think he's that great of a baller, but Tierney does well for their team. Partey, was finding somewhat of a stride, whatever that means for them. But yeah, it's just not looking too good for them right now.
I think it's very hard for Arsenal because they've got a lot of these youngsters and that, they're not really, they haven't got that maturity yet in a lot of ways. So I don't know, man. Difficult.
Prime says with the group Arsenal will get, they'll finish third and be in Europa, or finish second and get battered in around the 16. That's why I don't like concerned people forget what happened to them last time. That's why they got beat 10-2. Are we just gonna just sweep that under the rug?
Who got beat 10-2?
Arsenal, don't you remember?
Oh
Yeah.
By Bayern Munich, fam. They got 5-1 twice. Don't you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that, Dan?
when was that, bro? I don't remember that.
Yo, 2000. Yo, Bainesy, what year was that?
What? Oh, what?
You're
An
older than
aggregate?
me.
Yeah, it was 10. Yo, fam, you're the stats guy.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but I
10.
can barely.
You're the stats
Wait,
guy,
I
fam.
swear they got 10-2 twice.
Yeah, I swear it's twice. Yeah, they got 10-2 twice,
Yeah.
fam. They got the
Fuck.
time. I'm
Wait,
saying
that
they
was
got
the
10-2
legendary
twice.
troops.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a problem with my ticket. I wish I didn't get in. Yeah, it was that one. Yeah, it was that one.
Finding that fan cam.
Yeah, man, it was that. That's what I'm saying.
5 years ago to right, it has 1 million views.
Fuck, you
Yeah,
know.
man, of course it is. I think I'm like 500,000 of those views. You know what I'm saying? It's a great fan cam. That is goated.
Right,
10-2
troops.
twice.
That really is.
Yeah, I'm saying in that. This is what I'm saying. Like, and they
One
had
has 2.2, one has 1.6. They both lost 5-1. Like both
Yeah.
the videos.
Did he get 10-2 twice, or was it once? See what I'm saying? We can't even remember how many often they got battered and they dying to get back in this competition. And a competition they've never won. They don't have any European Cup in their history. I don't get it. When Arsenal fans talk about, and when I say that, people, I'm talking about not just the Champions League, I'm talking about the European Cup since the beginning of time. Arsenal have never won it. So when they're like, we miss it, I'm like, what do you miss? The theme. Like, the competition don't miss you. Star Bucharest have more Champions Leagues than you. What are we talking about?
Honestly.
Nothing but facts.
Like, this is what I'm talking. Spurs have more European history than you.
True.
You're
fact.
third in your own city. Never mind the country. You don't even crack top 4 in the country. Because you have Liverpool, you have United, you have Spurs, you have Chelsea, you have Nottingham Forest. You're not even top 5.
Nah, you're a fucking joker. What are you
How much?
missing?
This is
The
facts.
theme.
This is facts. They're
This is
missing the
the
theme,
theme
innit?
tune, man.
Truth hurts.
Crazy. And you're not going to draw Bayern Munich again. That's how the universe works. Lewandowski going to have a field day. Oh, yeah, 100%. They went back to back to back to back, like United 07, 08,
Like
09.
Drizzy.
You know what I'm
Back
saying?
to
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, serious. Like Jordan 96, 97.
Whoa. Yo, this is that. Whoa. Hey,
Oh,
mate.
they got beat 5-1 3 times, and one of them being in the group. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I just watched Troops. I'm watching Troops in fan cam right now, and he said 10-2 2 years in a row.
Yeah, man. We got
That's
10-2.
Mad.
Nottingham Forest chatting champions of Europe when they beat the season is killing me. Yeah, man. Nottingham Forest bantering, man. About champions of Europe, you'll never sing that. And it's facts. But you know, good luck to Arsenal with it. Good luck to Arsenal.
Honestly.
We move. we move. Yes, we are watching Nets Cavs tonight, EFAC. Yes. Which is for 2 teams competing for, is it the 8th seed? 7th seed.
Why is he got that picture of Messi's head like that, bro? What's wrong with his face?
7th seed. That's from Pez, isn't it?
Oh shit!
It's from Pez. It's from
Yeah,
Pez.
Pez
That's from Pez. Yeah.
was wilding.
It's
They tried to come back.
Go on, Baby. What you gonna say? I can see that smile on your face. Go on.
Nah.
Look at this guy smiling, yo. Like, why are you smiling like that?
Nah, because
he loves
the
the
Troops fan
Messi
cam's
smile.
actually legendary now, innit?
Of course.
I proper need to go through all the 10-2 fan cams and stuff, innit?
Yeah, man. I need to
Might
run
do
that
that
back.
today.
Like, we really don't give enough credit to AFTV. Like,
Honestly.
Wenger in, Wenger out was the attitude era. And people need to realize that. Like, that was to the point.
I give that credit, man. That was
Yeah,
popcorn.
we do. But
That
what
was
I'm
like-
saying is, like, Arsenal used to lose. I'd get to Arsenal fan cams before United's. Like, all right, let me save United. We won. Let me get to these Arsenal fan cams. Like, to the point, like, it's ridiculous.
No, man, that Wenger out era was good, you know, towards the end.
No, it was ridiculous, yo. Last night I was chatting to my mom. She's Wenger in. Is she mad? Like, that shit, like, you
Well, that
can't
was
beat
after like
that.
West Brom or something,
Right.
innit?
What was it? I can't remember who it was. Prime AFTV will never be beaten. Shout out to Robbie Troops. You know what I'm saying? The AFTV
Let's see if we
hierarchy.
can find that.
Yo, he was, yo.
You
Prime
got mad
AFTV.
quotables from that
Troops
shit.
was like a prime rock fax, yo.
Now that was against City.
Was
Claude
it
and
City?
them, man.
Was City?
Yeah,
it
they
was
lost
City.
2-1.
Claude and them, man. Heavy D and them, man.
Facts,
RIP
man.
to both of them.
Yeah, man.
It's time to go.
It's time to. Claude had that line. You get me ready. It's time to get. And the crowd with a
I don't know.
It was
Yeah,
it's
that
peak.
guy.
You know what I'm saying?
I just don't know. It's time to go.
It might have been the Everton game cams. You right. Yeah,
Yeah.
prime. Oh yeah, Troops was like a prime rock.
No,
He was.
I got it.
Go
Let
on,
me
what
share
was
my
it?
screen.
Yeah, go on. Shit, we might get no for copyright, but go on, run it.
League, blood. I was
Run it.
fucking league, blood. Yeah. Do you know how bad it is? Last night I chatted to my mum. Yeah. My mum's banging in. Is she mad? Mad. Mum, I love you. But big man,
Moving mad.
what you're drinking in that tea, you know? But yo, because she's saying to me, she's trying to defend him. You cannot defend this no more, blood. It's undefendable, fam. Every fucking year.
Yeah, that's it.
That's wild.
Yeah, Jez, you're right. With Ty when it was raining, was that Everton? And then,
This
and
guy
then you
with
see,
water
and-
bottle,
and-
blood.
yeah, and then you see like you see Robbie wanted to. He couldn't say what he wanted to say in that because he looked at him and he went, "What?" He went, "It's been raining." He was like,
No, that was
"Ty,
against
come on,
Watford.
Ty." Was that Watford? And he was like,
Yeah.
"You're my good brethren, yeah, but you don't half talk someone." He wanted to curse him out, but he stopped because they was filming. Oh Jesus! Oh yeah, for real, it's ridiculous, man. Shout out to AFTV, man. Like Cam said, Troops was like AFTV, but so I mean was like prime rock. But Bainesy, talk to me. So you're saying top 4 United nailed on pretty much by your logic, yeah?
No. I think Spurs.
Yo,
will
you said
get
that. You said 19. Really?
Yeah.
On paper.
All right, let's have a look at Spurs.
I
Because
think
Spurs
Spurs have
do
the
have
easiest running.
favorable. They do, but you back in Spurs and Conte because we know Spurs can always Spurs it.
Yeah, I know, but
So
Spurs
they
are the
have-
best manager in it.
All right, so they Villa away tomorrow. That's not an
Beat
easy
Villa.
game. You reckon they just roll through and beat Villa?
No, but like you expect Tottenham 3 points in it.
No,
We don't
I don't.
expect you.
No, I don't, fam.
What are you talking about, dog?
I don't. What
I
are
think
you
you're kind of
talking about?
underrating
You know what I'm
Tottenham.
saying?
Then.
I'm not underrating Tottenham. I know you know what? Because here's the thing is, let me reverse this. If they had, hold up. Let me just go
Hold
back to February. If they had, where we at? Southampton at home, Wolves at home, Burnley away, those 3 games coming up, you would be saying the exact same thing.
No, but right now Tottenham got 1 game week in it. The last game they won 3 games in a row right now. Brighton, West Ham, and Newcastle.
I'm not even
5-1.
hearing that as
Newcastle 5-1's impressive, by the way.
that's impressive. But my point is, even if they had, like I said, Southampton, then Wolves at home, then Burnley away, we're saying 9 from 9 or 7
Yeah, I know,
from
but
9.
I'm just saying you expect them to beat Villa in it. Obviously, football's not
No.
played on paper. No, you do though.
I
Tottenham
don't.
favourites. Are Tottenham favourites going into that game?
Slight favourite, yes, slight.
It's more than slight.
I don't think so.
I think it is.
I think you overhyping these, man.
No, I think you're underrating how good Tottenham are right now.
No, I'm not. I've seen them drop points like this before.
It's Villa.
There's a
though.
reason. There's a reason. Spursy is a verb, fam. That's a
Yes, I
doing
know,
word.
But I'm
It's
saying
a- it's not a verb, it's a doing word.
Spurs
Is that not doing? That's a verb, isn't it? That's a doing word. It's not
Yo,
consonant.
man.
This guy being a dick, you know. This guy trying to test my English while me and Bainesy having a conversation. It's a consonant, bro. You're an idiot, Dan. You're an idiot. My
Man's
point
really like
is,
countdown.
I'm talking like you talking like yeah, they just gonna move to Villa and that.
And
Like
I'm
Villa
just saying
Park's
they're
an easy
comfy
place to go.
favourites.
All right, I think that's only on you. I don't even think the bookies have it that way. Is
No,
any
it's-
yes, you're a Spurs fan. All right. This guy is crazy.
Based on
Man,
Villa's recent form, I expect
do
3
you
points.
do you have Spurs as like comfortable favorites in that game? Like clear favorites. This guy laughing. Eddie, over to you while Dan finishes laughing. Do you have Spurs as clear favorites for that game? Do I think they are favorites? Yes. But I don't think it's crystal. Like it wouldn't be the shock of the century if they were to drop points. This is Spurs.
That's what I'm saying. I won't call Spurs the favorite in anything just because they gonna do what they do. Like that's why I think we got a good shot, even as hard as we are trying to give it away. Like we're still only 3 points behind them with a game to go. Like, yeah, how they have it. I will say this, like again, on paper, they should have ran away with this by far. They really should have, but when we kind of have the same problem, whereas you're relying on players who have shown you they just can't cut it when you need them to.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I can't
big up
give you
Timo. See, look, this is what I'm talking. He agrees with me, and Jez is a Spurs fan. I give us 60-40.
Yeah, so Spurs are favourites.
Slight favourites, fam.
20% there.
That's slight favourites, fam.
Nah, man, I think Spurs are comfy favourites for this.
So it's more than 60-40 then.
I'll go
It says-
70-30 personally.
Yeah, that's more. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But this is a Spurs fan saying that's why I said slight favourites. They're not.
No,
clear
but
like
to be fair, I
60-40.
thought Jez is always pessimistic.
Yeah, because he's a Spurs fan.
Yeah,
He
I know,
knows.
but like,
That's
I
why.
know, but like, come on, man.
He's a Spurs fan.
Trust
He's
me,
lived
Spurs,
through this.
I think Spurs beat Villa tomorrow. I want to be proven wrong though.
And then they've got after that. I'm having a look here. They got Brighton at home. You'd expect them
They
to
beat
beat
Brighton.
Brighton. Brentford away. I don't think they just walk through Brentford in the London derby. I don't think so. Leicester at home. I think they should beat Leicester. Liverpool away. I think they lose. Arsenal at home is not a given in the North London derby. Then you have
One
two
of my
teams.
favourites, so
Yeah, I would have Tottenham as favourites. Yes, I agree. But
Arsenal
again,
never
slight
beat them
favourites.
there.
That's slight favourites. But it could be a draw. Then they play
And I
Burnley
think
at
the
home.
last time Arsenal beat Tottenham at the away was
stadium.
2014 or something.
Yeah, just like Tottenham. Then they play Burnley at home. We don't know what Burnley will be fighting for at that point. And then Norwich away, who probably will be relegated by that time. However, that being said, since Timo said this, I might be inclined to agree with you because he said Spurs won't beat Villa. Bookmark it. This is the same guy who said the Lakers would win 21 out of their last 25 games. So he said they would go 21-4. And you know what the Lakers did, people? You know how many games do you think the Lakers won, Statman, out of the last 25? Bear in mind, Timo go 21-4.
Oh,
I think it was 4. It's either 4 or 5. So they went 5-20. They went.
because I know you always say the Lakers are horrific and stuff, innit?
Yeah. That's Eddie's a Lakers fan. He'll tell you. He stopped watching him.
Nice.
What it is.
He stopped watching him.
Wow, so
He's
you got
like
the
that.
double trouble. You got Man United and the Lake. Nah.
Damn, it's
See,
tough.
and Darling says there, Spurs always bottle it. This is what I'm saying. And that it wouldn't surprise me because they do. I agree with you. They do have the best run on paper. But Spurs or Spurs, like, you know what? I think, was it Jez who said it? I think it was Jez who said it. Or it was either Slav. It would be just, no, it was Jez who said it would just be like Spurs to need 3 points to an already relegated Norwich and go there and lose.
Facts.
We forget that Conte was crying after Burnley, talking about maybe I'm not that good. Maybe it's not you, it's me. But we just gonna bypass that because they beat Newcastle 5-1. That was only a month ago. I think it was less than a month. I'm saying Tottenham don't handle it well when they're favourites. Timo says, why are you talking about Lakers? Stay on topic, please. Nah, hold that, fam. Hold that playing spot, fam.
Well, I
Actually,
think
they're
we'll see the
playing,
power
they're
of Conte. We'll see when it comes to crunch time.
Yeah.
See if he can get him over the line, innit?
We'll see. Because like I said, do I think they'll beat Villa? Yes, but it wouldn't surprise me if they didn't. There'll be bigger shocks over the weekend, innit? Like, I wouldn't put money on it, is what I'm saying.
Wouldn't put your ass on it.
This guy. What were you saying about top 4, Dan? Because I was going to say something. I was like, yo.
Top 4? What, for
Let me
us?
Yeah, for us. What are you saying? Yeah.
Bruh.
Talk about it, fam.
Oh
Talk
my
about
god.
it.
Oh my god. Well, like you always say, it's just like the odds, bro. Like we don't know what to expect, bro. Like, but like what you've been saying, this league, this season has been so nuts. Like it's so, it's still open. Like you say,
Yeah,
like
facts.
there's always a slight chance of, you know, it's like a fucking, you never know what you're gonna get.
Facts.
So it's like, yeah, because everyone else has been so terrible. Yeah, it's likely we can do it, but that's based on the fact that everyone's being shit. Not because we're being there, like doing our thing. It's just shit. Like, but it's crazy. League has been shit. So, yeah.
No, I fully hear that. And Newcastle play Wolves today as well. So if Newcastle could get dragged back into that relegation fight if they get beat today. But we moved. Eddie, what are you saying about top 4 for United?
Yeah, it's there. I wouldn't be shocked if we don't get it though, and I wouldn't be too pissed just because like new manager. If he wants to go young, you just go wherever we can go. If it's Europa League, you go for that. And yeah, because we got a new manager, I'm not too pressed about top 4. Again, you know what it is with me, bro. Trophies. Like I could care less about all that shit. I just want trophies.
No, I hear that. Like I said, Dan, I think hit the nail on the head best when he said we could still get it. It is not on us being good. It's on everybody else being trash. and everyone else not being up to the mark and dropping points. It wouldn't surprise me if Arsenal, Spurs, and United all drop points of some sort. If there was 2 draws and a loss in there, because everyone's expecting us to go to Everton and win. Lampard's terrible, but it would just be like us to give them a win. Even though I favour us like strongly, I'd still be like, it's United, in it. There's still that feeling like, yo, we could just go there and just get beat 2-0 or do some fuckeries. Even though you got Sean Dyche coming out and saying this is Everton, they don't know how to win a game. That was his halftime team talk.
That was hilarious.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Thoughts on that, Bainesy? Let me get your thoughts on that. Sean Dyche saying that.
It's Everton, isn't it? You're wrong.
That shit is fucking weird. Like, that's like totally fucking.
Yeah, allow Sean Dyche, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a joker. Still.
Facts. It's crazy. Look at Cam talking about now you need to beat Everton. I know we do, but whether we will or not, I don't know. How confident you going into the Everton game? We'll preview that actually. How confident you going into that, Bainesy?
We beat them.
Okay.
There's no way we don't.
Bro, I said we beat them.
Yeah, we beat them. More confident on that than you are Spurs beating Villa.
Yeah.
So like 80, 20, 90, 10.
No. Like 99-1.
Right.
I'm telling you, there's no way we lose to Everton or draw.
Relax. Really time relax.
Stay with chest. Let's go, Bainesy. Talk to the camera, fam. Let's go.
This is Frank Lampard, isn't it? There's no way we lose to Frank Lampard. Nah, don't do that.
Let's go, fam. Talk to the camera, fam.
Nah, don't do
Tell
that.
the people.
Give me that. Nah, but I'm just saying, there's no way we lose to Frank Lampard's Everton.
The floor is yours, fam.
I'll be surprised, G.
The floor is yours, fam. Talk to the people, then, fam.
Nah,
Let's go. Talk to the people.
Don't do this.
Talk to the people.
Don't do this. Put me back. Yeah, there you go. I'm telling you. So we beat them.
See what I'm saying? Even just this guy said it with his chest. I'm here, you know. I'm not 99-1. I am 90-10. I'm not 99-1.
I think McTominay's out. That's a positive.
Oh, is McTominay? What, he's injured?
Yeah, he's out.
Luke Shaw's out. That's a negative in my eyes. Because we have to watch.
Not really.
No, we have to watch Alex Telles for 3 weeks.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my gosh.
This guy on the Luke Shaw bandwagon.
Nah, it's not even Luke Shaw bandwagon. Telles is just crap. Average, as we like to say, innit?
Hey, no. I judge you.
Cavani's out.
No. We ain't doing that. We ain't bypassing that slick shit. You ain't slick. Don't even try that shit. Because you try, words mean things. You can't just throw out words and throw out verbs. And then when I call you up on it, it's this is on you. This is your fault.
I think Ronaldo's back. Cavani's still out again. Normal. And I think Varane's out. Yeah, again.
So we got De Gea. It'll be Dalot, Telles, Maguire, Lindelof. Fred Matic. Who would it be? Who's the midfield going to be?
Fred Matic, Pogba, Bruno. Depends on what he wants to do.
Wait, is Ronaldo not fit?
Ronaldo is fit.
So Ronaldo will play then?
Yeah, Ronaldo plays is what he wants to do. It does he play bringing in the Man United into it and go with
that's what I'm saying. We got
Bruno. Maybe benches Pogba.
Well, he probably
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I reckon he goes with that. He goes with Matic, Fred, Bruno, Ronaldo up top, Sancho, and Langa. I reckon that'll be the team.
And then we still
see. You got Chelsea guys. You know what I'm saying? Hey, C1. What a World Cup spot for Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? Hold that. YG just says flawless, not funny. This guy. Why you always dissing me on shows, Bainesy? I thought we were boys. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You always just dissing, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be honest, I forgot what I said.
Not funny. See? That's how you diss me so often. You don't even know what you said. It just rolls off the tongue.
Nah,
me. Yes, look at this.
Nah,
guy.
don't do that either.
Don't do what?
Don't do that.
Don't do that. You diss me and then get mad at me. What kind of shit is that?
Nah, don't imitate the nah thing.
Well, stop saying it there, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like, you know, sometimes it's like it just comes out, innit? You can't stop it. Shut up, man.
It just comes out. It just comes out, man. You need to think before you speak, bro.
Why are you telling me?
Emotions, bro.
Why are you telling me to shut up? I didn't even say anything.
Nah, man. What do you mean? You're annoying me, you donkey laugh. I need the donkey laugh yesterday.
I'm going through it.
Donkey. You like donkey from yesterday.
Donkey. What's up? What did you say about yesterday?
Nah, I wanted the donkey laugh against Matisse yesterday, just to annoy him.
Nah, Matisse was suffering, fam. That's why I was asking him questions.
You should have made him suffer a bit more.
Matisse was suffering. Matisse was suffering. You know what it is? Matisse don't really give me shit. So it's like, that's why I don't really
but you see you came with the nice guy stuff, innit? You were like, how are you and stuff.
Yeah, man, that's how he is. Right, because
Nah,
I ask
man.
everybody how they are.
Silent straight away.
No, man. It's a slow
Nah,
cook,
is
man.
Matisse-
You got to
have you seen
season it.
Matisse? Nah.
You got to
not
season the
with
food,
Matisse.
fam. No.
Have
You
you
have to
Matisse
season.
video
You have to season the food. What video?
of him when Lukaku signed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You've
saw
been
that.
getting. You got to
Yeah.
season the food, man. You got to put the lemon on it. You got to put it in the fridge. You know what I'm saying? You don't just throw the chicken in raw in the pot. You know what I'm saying? It was a slow cook. Say, because I know he was suffering. Because normally he'd ask me questions, but I'm the one who had a plethora of questions. And did you not hear what he said? He said the questions is worse than getting cooked. See that, man? There's a million ways to skin a cat, people. See that, Bainesy?
man.
Think,
I
man. You don't go straight for the cooking.
Should have killed him straight away with the dagger.
You're gonna do it on Sunday, innit?
We better not lose. Anyhow, we lose before then.
Yeah.
Can't even
Like
have
I
a bit
said,
of
that's
fun
why I
then.
stuck it more on the likes of C1, the likes of Timo, Surfer, Peter, because they're worse. Lewis. I give Lewis loads. Anytime Chelsea lose, I message him straight away, saying up the Chelsea. I'm saying like, because they give me shit, whereas Matisse don't really give me stick like that. Go pick your battles.
Nah, man.
What do you mean, nah, man? No,
I would have loved
nah,
to pick
me.
Matisse.
Yeah, you're gonna cook him on Sunday. You confident
know,
we
but-
win? We don't lose to Everton, so you're good.
Yeah. But like, if Chelsea lose again, then it would have been a bit more fun, innit? Who did Chelsea have on the weekend? Southampton.
Yeah, Southampton.
What's that on a Saturday?
Yeah,
it
3
is.
p.m.
Ooh,
3 p.m. So
Chelsea better
I'm
lose.
saying you should be collecting me from the coach station, but here we are. That's a whole nother conversation that we're not getting
That's
into.
a whole
I'm saying-
other conversation.
Yeah. This guy, I thought we were boys, but we moved. You know what I'm saying? Goody says Pogba hasn't been the same since he got COVID, and now he's fasting too. He needs to be benched. Do you think that's a problem for him, Bainesy? What are you telling me?
The fasting thing's been one game, innit?
Yeah, I'm talking about
So I'm
COVID
not-
because he
yeah,
doesn't seem
I'm
to
not
have
trying to hear
been
that, but the first couple games that Pogba came back from COVID, everyone was saying he's fine.
Mm.
Like we
His
can't
form's
pick
been
and
a
choose. No, but we can't pick and choose when we use that COVID excuse kind of thing, innit?
Yeah, true.
Is he
Like-
actually fasting?
Yeah.
He will be now. He will be now. Yeah.
Like, I'll be honest, like, he's not a concern to me because Paul Pogba's leaving anyway.
No, I'm saying
Like-
talking about his form being a concern because he's key to top 4. If he's playing 10-10,
No,
we get
I
top
hear
4.
that, yeah, but like, at the same time, I'll be honest, I don't think we're getting top 4. And at the same time, if Paul Pogba's
Fasting, innit?
like, I'm not fast with Paul Pogba, I'll be honest.
No,
Yeah,
him leaving. Yeah, I'm talking about him in the sense
Yeah, I
of
know, but
being
even
key to
if-
getting top 4.
Even if his form,
Mm.
let's be honest, like, where does he fit in right now? Into the team.
Should be playing ahead of Bruno, but that's a whole other conversation.
No, but Bruno signed a new contract. Ten Hag, what is keeping Bruno Fernandes
Yeah,
by the looks
yeah,
of it, and Pogba's
yeah.
leaving?
And when Ten Hag gets here, we can play Bruno with whoever he wants in midfield. I'm
No,
talking
but no
about
matter
right
what,
now.
yeah, we know Paul Pogba's leaving at the end of the season, which is why
Yeah, 100%.
I don't really.
I
care,
did say he should be dropped. 100%.
Mm.
I wouldn't play him against Everton.
Oh
What
yeah,
are you saying
100%,
that
I ain't
about
playing
Pogba?
him.
What are you saying, Dad?
What? Like Pogs?
Yeah, like his form, his recent form. Would you start him against Everton?
Bro,
Would you
I don't
bench
know,
him?
man. Like, I just don't know. Just what Bainesy's saying. I don't think the guy. Obviously, his heart's not in it. But like what you're saying, hope we need him for top 4, innit? Like he's a vital player for us. Like whether you like it or not. Like he's instrumental for us, man. He's a difference maker. Like we need him, but how much he puts into it now is questionable. Like we don't know. Like it's like, yeah, man. I don't think he gives a shit. He doesn't care. He tapped out a long time ago. So it's
He seems demotivated.
yeah, he don't even care. He's not gonna be around for next season. So he's like, whatever, innit? He's just But yeah, we need him though. But I don't know, man. Everyone knows he's leaving. He knows he's leaving. So is he gonna stay professional? I think, judging from the past, he's always kept it professional still. I think he's been wanting to leave for how long? For ages, and he's still keeping certain things professional in certain ways. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
You telling me, Eddie?
I don't think
On
he's there,
Pogba.
mate.
Is he there? No, he's not. He's probably, I believe he is at work. Shout out to Snoop in the chat as well. What did I betray you on? What are you talking about in that? What are you talking about? I know we was on GTA yesterday. I'm saying Kessie's clear of Pogba. Yeah, that's why Kessie's going Barcelona. So hold that, Snoop. Hold that. Yeah. He signed a deal to go Barca.
My fault. I'm back.
Yeah. No stress. Thoughts on Pogba, because we were just talking then about his form. And do you think should he start against Everton? Is he key to our top 4 hopes?
Yeah, because
Yeah, he definitely should be starting.
yeah, he's our best player. I think the thing with Pogba and not just Pogba, but I'm starting to have this idea when it comes to a lot of our players. And it's been in my if they don't speak English, they're just in for a tough time with the crowds. It's just getting ridiculous. Like, not to go off on a tangent, but literally all of these players, in my estimation, should be gone. There's not one player who should stay. I think we need like a full factory reset.
Everyone.
But when it comes to Pogba, no one can do what he does. Nobody can replicate that, and for that reason alone, he gets to start. I don't see why it's an actual conversation. What you gonna do? Put Bruno? What are you gonna do? Put Juan Mata? What are you gonna do? Put who else can we come up with? Like, what are we doing here? Like, some people. So, because the thing, I just got pissed because I just looking through stuff, and even the Martial conversation via Rashford is coming up again. It's like, oh, would you have one or the other? They both can go.
That's his shit, man.
I could care less. They both could go. So there's certain things that are discussionable, and then there's certain things where I'm just like, are we really having this conversation?
Well, I hear that.
Not to be all over the place, but yeah, that's
No.
when you said this Pogba, should he be starting for us? I'm like, that's our guy. Like, that's the only one we have on the international stage who people still respect. So yeah.
Big up to Emmanuel as well in the chat, as always, in that. Hey, Emmanuel, in it. You know what I'm saying? You're in the De Gea hive. I'm not hearing from you. You know what I'm saying? Goalkeeper in 2022 can't play out from the back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Okay, it's player who they get me. Goalkeeper in 2022 can't play out from the back, but we move.
It's crazy.
He's literally just a shot stopper in it at this
Yeah, man.
point. Like,
Yeah, facts. He's just a wall. That's what he is.
That's it.
reflex.
That's it.
reflex.
He's a hell of a wall, but
Yeah, he's hell of a
yeah.
wall. Quality reflex.
Bro, what's
merchant.
up with him? Because when he first come, like his distribution was sick. Like, now it's bare shit.
Nah, you know what it is?
Like,
The game leveled up, fam. Because when you got to
Yeah.
understand, he was bought in the Fergie era. So he's been here a long time. And goalkeepers playing out from the back then, the levels have gone up. When you look at an Edison, when you look at Alisson, I would say Mendy, but actually, that being said, that pass Mendy played to Benzema was quality. My point is the levels have gone up. If you look like a nerd, like a lot of these players can stop laughing, Eddie. A lot of these players can play could play outfield, like from a technical standpoint.
yo, realistically though, how many players do you think are going to leave, and who do you think is going to leave? Because, like what Eddie said, most of them ideally need to go, but realistically, what do you see happening? Because
Literally, just not to cut you off again, the only one who I'd have stay is Sancho and possible Fred. Other than that, everybody else can go.
It all depends to me on the manager that comes in, because depending on the route you go down is dependent on what players you keep, from a first team perspective to a squad player perspective as well. And what players can you recruit? You might have to keep players you
Share
don't
my
want.
screen?
Yeah, one side. Yeah, I will do. There might be players you want to keep for a year who you don't particularly want, just because you can't get bodies in, because we're going to lose a lot of players just from a free contract perspective. So you're not going to bring in.
But we
7,
need
8 players
to
in one
consider
window.
all these players that were under all these managers we've had. I think they're
That's my
up,
thing.
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah.
Who's
This is the first thing you need. 10 now comes in, gets rid of David here, makes a big call.
Hey, Emmanuel, I hope you're listening. Hold that, fam. Your guy on his way out. Hold that.
Nah, but I feel like my job's been done on David De Gea.
It has been. I gotta give you full credit
I've
for that.
been David De Gea out for the time.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he called it from early, because when Dane said it, I'm like, what are you talking about?
wasn't, and I
But
brought
the
it
man
back.
watches on point.
And this
He's
is
on
what
point.
remember the Dean Henderson things that I was saying last year.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's
I remember.
that's what I can't get. We can't
I
be
wasn't
saying
praising
De
Dean
Gea.
Henderson. I was
Okay.
praising what he brings to the back line. Not saying he's like the
Oh,
quality.
and in theory, what he does, you'd want from somebody else better. That's what you're
Yes.
saying. Okay, I
He's
get
more
that.
of the profile of what is needed.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. That's what's up. I hear that.
This, you know what? This is a deep tweet though. This was
Nah,
the
but
best
flawless,
thing
we
in the
should
card for.
retweet it. I have to retweet. I think it's
Why do I know I'm not retweeting that? That's a bit deep. Why?
Like,
No, nah, me. All right, no.
now that
I'm saying
Twitter's onto the hair. I feel like, yeah.
Wait, did you
Even
tweet it
listen-
from your burner? Wait, did you tweet it from your main account or your burner
I
account?
retweeted it from my main.
All right, okay, Bainesy out here with his chest. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go.
Nah, man. I
Out
feel
here
like
with
my
full chest, fam.
mission is nearly done. All I need, yeah, Ken now comes in, benches David De Gea, and we're living good, innit? Because you know he wanted Dean Henderson at Ajax.
I did not know that for real.
Yeah, there was a report that he wanted Dean Henderson at Ajax, innit?
But I agree with you, Emmanuel. There is like bigger problems than De Gea, and I don't think he's a major problem. But is he a problem going forward? Yes. If you're trying to play football from the back, he's just not it.
No big club signs David De Gea.
Uncomfortable
Yeah, we just
conversation.
need a whole rejuvenation of
Answer it.
everything, man.
You say it's uncomfortable conversations, in fact.
It is uncomfortable. Hey, just because it's fact don't mean it's not uncomfortable. Ask Emmanuel.
Nah,
You're
yeah,
over there.
fine, but like-
You out there swinging at imaginary people like
He
Cuba
couldn't-
Jr.
he
and Boys in the
couldn't-
Hood. You know what I'm saying? But go on.
He couldn't do the job Courtois is doing right now.
Look, it's Courtois. I don't watch Real Madrid enough, but from what I see, distribution-wise, Courtois seems fine. He's better than De Gea.
Yeah,
There's
but
no-
I don't think people realize how bad De Gea's distribution is.
His distribution is
even
awful.
like
it's
He's
awful.
not the best in it. Like, there's still a bit about it. De Gea, there's nothing
yeah.
about it.
Talk
Like,
about
if
it.
we're
Vince.
ranking David De Gea out of 10 for distribution, is 0. And I'm not even joking. There's nothing about him.
We touched the nerve with Emmanuel.
Yeah, Emmanuel's been on my case for the longest. So you know what, Emmanuel? Hold that, fam. Hold that.
He sounds like how I sound about CR7, blood.
Oh
Yeah,
my
there's no
God.
keeping world football that's as good as De Gea at shot stopping and good with their feet. That's available. So what you're waffling about? I disagree with the latter part.
What?
So in terms of that's available, that no, that we know of. In the entire world of football, yes, there is a goalkeeper who is suitable for Manchester United. And really dislike when people say this because that is not the case. Just say that we know. Football is played worldwide. There is thousands upon thousands of goalkeepers you can scout. This is why I don't hear, oh, there was no one available in the market. No, you just weren't looking hard enough. You weren't trying to find a wife. That's a whole different conversation. No, you know what I'm saying in that. You weren't trying to find the other half. We're talking a goalkeeper. Go and scout. Football is
there's
played
plenty.
all across the world. Go
David
and
De Gea is
find
not even
one.
the top 10 keepers in the world.
Just
I
go
said
find
this.
one.
All right, Statman, relax.
Yeah, it's
huh?
true. It's true. I could argue he's not even top 5 in the league.
I
So
find
what
that.
you
We got the
say-
three. We got Allison
Okay, but
Anderson.
I wanted to say something before that.
Mendy.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
You
go
know,
on.
I was watching the Spain-Albania game, innit?
Mm.
And Sky Sports had it on the YouTube channel, and they said something. It was, I think it's 1 hour 46 here, and I played it on my stream yesterday. The commentator team said that to pick the goalkeepers, they look at certain stats in it, and there were like 7 categories, and they value it out of like 100%.
Yeah.
David Hay was valued around 53%. You know David Raya from Brentford,
Yeah.
85%. Or what they're looking look for in a keeper.
What were the 7 categories? Can you remember roughly? Was it like distribution?
I
shot
got the video
stopping?
of it, but on YouTube
Okay.
you get copyright and stuff, innit?
Oh right, yeah.
Where was that shot stopping, playing that from the back, saves per shot or something?
I don't like
I can't
that,
remember
though.
off the top of my head. But like,
No.
there's a reason
Go on
there's
before
some
you go.
people-
If a keeper was that good, they'll be on the map. No, that's not the case because you go find him. Because we could say that about Kante. Kante wasn't on the map. This is the Emmanuel. You smarter than this. This is lazy.
And that's what I'm saying.
Mendy
Even
wasn't.
if
Mendy wasn't on the map.
right.
Nobody was raving like, yeah, let's go get Mendy. Allison wasn't on the map like that. Edison wasn't on the map.
I'll
No,
say this here. In my eyes, if 10 comes in, he should drop David here straight away and play Dean Henderson ahead of him.
Oh Lord, I'm not.
If we weren't to sign a keeper. Yeah, it
If
makes
we-
sense.
I still wouldn't put Dean Henderson is so terrible. It's not even.
Dean Henderson is a better, well-rounded keeper than David here.
I would say.
More
I would
well-rounded keeper.
I would argue that even with his distribution, him in front of goal, it doesn't give me any kind of confidence. And you're a goalkeeper, right? At the end of the day, you're a goalkeeper. So while I get David Guetta's deficiencies are abysmal, they're terrible. As a modern day football club, they should not be a problem you're having. Dean Henderson is not Manchester United. He's not even Manchester
cut this
United
out.
level.
You gotta cut this out. Emmanuel, don't do this. It's a keeper though. It's not the same as an outfield player. Edison was tearing it up Brazil. That's why City signed him. So is there not a goalkeeper tearing it up in Brazil now that we can go sign? Cut it out, man.
But you can
Nobody
have
had heard of
Ederson.
Edison. This is not what we're doing, man. Nobody was talking about Edison before he signed at Manchester City. Cut it out, man.
You can have an Ederson.
It's ridiculous.
Because they have the ball most of the time. Like you can hide how deficient he is in front of goal because you have the ball most of the time. De Gea, like all you can see is him just stopping shots, and we give him the opportunity to do something else. He puts like there are numerous times his passes have led to goals for the other team. So I don't want anybody on this stream to think I'm trying to defend David De Gea and how well he's perceived to be playing, because that's not the case. But Dean Henderson, nah, fam. Not at all. I think that's fake. I think that Ajax report is fake. Like, okay, but
you need to remember at that time when Nana had these thing in it, doping thing.
Right. No, that's a very true.
Apparently, Ralph blocked the move.
Do you think? No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go on. Carry on, Eddie.
No, I had nothing. I was just gonna go back and forth, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah, just like I said, this whole thing, you can find players. Right. Just because we don't know about them doesn't mean they're not on, or they be on the map. No, that's not the case. Because there's ample players. Edison was not on the map. When Edison signed, nobody was raving about him. Nobody was raving about Alisson. Nobody was raving about Mendy. Nobody was raving about these players, like these goalkeepers.
Mike Manion from AC Milan, my number one.
Snoop about to come in the chat. He's been talking about him for the longest. Big up to Snoop.
I think he's levels kind of thing, isn't it? You even got people like David Raya from Brentford. Even Robert Sanchez, in terms of being a well-rounded keeper, gets picked in the Spain squad.
What do you know about Porto's keeper?
Oh, that Costa guy.
What do you
haven't watched much about him, but for Portugal the international break, he looked all right. But that's something I need to watch more of to fully judge, innit?
Yeah, I thought you might have the stats on him.
No, I think
because the thing is, like you have to watch keepers sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true.
This as well.
He's a bit meaty, but
yeah. The funny thing is, Edison is a bad shot stopper. It's because City defend well and don't concede a lot of shots. That's why he doesn't really show he's on fraud watch. Well, that's credit to getting a goalkeeper into fit system. Because if De Gea went there, De Gea wouldn't fit in. I see.
Absolutely not. Edison looks
Bainesy's. You know what? As much as it pays me to admit, Bainesy's spot on here.
Yeah, I know. I said this. I'm spot on most stuff other than the Ronaldo stuff. You could argue.
At least you know that is true.
Ronaldo is true. I'm biased. The rest of the stuff.
I give you credit. Yeah, because when you first said this to me, I thought you was what is Bainesy talking about? You were spot on. I always give you credit for this.
Even today in the group chat when they were talking about the Bruno thing with Ten Hag, they're wrong on it.
Yeah. About him not potentially liking him. I didn't read the full thing. I just gave my thoughts on it.
No, because the thing is, I wanted to hear the reasoning why they thought in it. And the first reasoning that everyone said was he loses the ball too much. And I'm like, compare how much he loses the ball compared to someone like Dusan Tadic. That's not going to be Ten Hag's problem with Bruno Fernandes. It's not.
I think it's just a technical aspect.
No, I don't even think it's a technical aspect. It's going to be the positional discipline side of it. We see Bruno Fernandes sometimes float around, do whatever he wants. That's going to be Ten Hag's biggest problem with it.
Yeah.
And we've seen, for example, at for Portugal,
he'll just simplify Bruno's game.
Yeah,
he'll simplify it.
Again, I'm on. Oh, one second.
It'll be interesting to see Bruno under Ten Hag. I'm looking forward to it, and also how he brings Donny back and molds him in if he can. I don't know.
That's his guy. He's got to. That's his guy. He's got to.
I think Donny van de Beek has to play here. When a new manager comes in, you want someone like that you trust in. You trust Donny van de Beek.
Familiar.
Yeah, like even Harry Redknapp, Nico Crancho kind of.
Yeah.
Because you trust him kind of
thing. I think for me with Bruno, I don't think he sees the game in a manner in which that Ten Hag will. I just can't see how. Because it's one thing, your decision making is one thing, but your ability to follow instruction is a completely different thing. And when you have a guy who's built into a style of play that I do what I want, and you have a tactician like Ten Hag, it it seems like a real oil and water fit to me. Because again, you had Ale enabling him to just run around the pitch like a chicken with his head cut off. We've seen Ralph come in. He's got no ability to rein him in. We've seen him do it for maybe 30 minutes. He's positionally responsible, but then the next 60, he's doing what he wants again. I think it's just on Bruno whether or not he wants to play within the team aspect or if he wants to play for his own glory. And I can't see him getting out of his own way. I think that's my biggest thing.
We'll see, man.
Yeah, 100%.
I
Definitely.
think to be honest, the wild part is I have more faith in a Ronaldo for a year in this level, this kind of system than I do in a Bruno. That's just me though.
Don't know about that.
And RJ says Ten Hag is a massive upgrade on Oli. Ballers like Donny and Martial will be back, showing Oli up for crap coaching. Jez goes on to say, if you want to back Ten Hag, gotta give Bruno a chance again if Ten Hag is ready to give him a chance. I'm with this because there's no manager who's gonna like 100% of the players I like. So this is why if I'm saying this is my guy, I'm gonna give Ten Hag a chance. If you're saying Bruno's fitting for your system, cool. And maybe Bruno's in the end game. Maybe Bruno's here until he improves upon him. Maybe it's a Klopp Henderson situation because when Klopp landed at Liverpool, I never would have thought he would be key to what he would be key and a vital part of what Klopp has done at Liverpool. I thought he would have been moved on and he improved on it because he moved on. How many other players are there from Klopp's first game? I think it's legit just him. I don't think
just
there's
shows
anybody else.
what a good coach can do to players, man. Like you never know, man.
Yeah. Like,
So yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But yo, Bainesy, I know you got a dip. Let them know where they can find you, what you got going on, etc. We want to close out the show anyway.
Tomorrow might do an Ajax watch along, maybe.
Okay.
Seeing it. That's pretty much it.
New manager watch along, yeah. I see you, fam.
Yeah, it has to be done now.
On Ten Hag watch. Let's go.
Of course.
Fucks with that.
But
Oh,
calm, big up.
Big up. Make sure you follow Baines on Twitch. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. It is in the title.
big
as
up,
well.
Baines.
I'm gonna close out the show. Make sure you head over. I think he's with Saeed, so I'm not sure if he's on Saeed's channel or he's on his own channel. I believe it's Saeed's YouTube. But go check that out. Just go search for it and you'll find it. How much of Martial's bad form do you all think is due to his divorce? Says Emmanuel. Potential.
Here, bro.
Could be. Potentially could have added. But again, I've not watched him at Sevilla to know how form is bad.
Oh, he
how
got a
bad his
divorce?
form's been. Yeah. Oh, he's getting one, I think. Yeah, he's getting one. But I don't really
probably
pay too
that
much.
damn chicken. That's probably what did it.
Bro, fuck that, man. Play football, bro. Fuck all that shit.
I don't know in it. I don't like when it comes to people, you know what I'm saying? Like personal business, man, no get involved. So I'm not sure. I don't know what he's like as a character. Some people can just
in it. He needs to get his feelings out of this.
some people can brush that off and still play ball. Some people it will affect. Everybody's different. So that's why I'm not even getting
Make
involved.
sure your
in that.
girl can cook. He's in the chat.
If you
That's
love
all
football,
need to
bro,
know.
then nothing's getting in the way, bro.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know his character in it. He might. I don't know in it. So is what it is. But love to everyone that's locked in. We're back. When are we back? We're back tonight, people. We're back tonight. On the Twitch, 12:30 a.m. people. Big game in the Eastern Conference. Cavs versus the Nets. Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Brooklyn Nets. I believe if the Nets win, they go joint with the Cavs in 7th place. So basically, this is a playing game. We're getting a preview of the playing game. But whoever wins here could get home court advantage. So it could be in Cleveland or it could be in Brooklyn. But we're gonna find out. I think the Nets are going. I think the Nets are going to do the business. To be honest. But that being said, I've not watched a lot of Cleveland this year because we haven't done a lot of watch-alongs on the Eastern Conference. But we will be running play-in tournament. We will be doing watch-alongs for the play-in tournament and the playoffs as well. And on Monday night, we will be running a preview for the play-ins and the playoffs because we'll know the full schedule. So we'll know the 6 teams who are in the playoffs in both conferences, and we'll know who's playing who in the play-ins as well. So that's going to be good fun. I'll be there. Eddie will be about the rest of the NBA watch-along gang because you know it's going to be carnage because we're going to actually try and preview it and put together a Sarcasm City courtside commentary like prediction that we kind of agree on all the way from the play-ins all the way to the finals, people. So you get the play-ins, then you get the second playing games, first round, second round, semi-finals, conference finals, and then the finals itself. I reckon it'll be a repeat last year, you know, Eddie. I can see it being Bucks Suns again. I'm not gonna lie. What are you saying? You
Sorry, you got me?
No, it's all good. Yeah, I can hear you. I said before we go, I can see it being the finals being a rematch of last year with Bucks Suns.
Oh yeah, that's not crazy. That's not
Yeah.
crazy at all. So I think the matchups will be key on making that happen because the Bucks. I think Miami is locked into the 1 seed. We know that, and so if you're Milwaukee, do you want to lose a couple games that way you get the 3 seed? You're not seeing Brooklyn because by what it looks like, Brooklyn might actually be the 7 seed.
Yeah, 7 or 8 in it.
Yeah, at least so. Yeah, it should be interesting.
You're trying to really see Brooklyn, but we move. But yeah, love to everyone that's locked in. The ManDem United podcast will be back Tuesday, people. Make sure you keep an eye on the upcoming live stream schedule on the YouTube and on the Twitch as well, because we got so much shows coming up. Because we're getting to the business end of the season in regards to the Premier League, the title race, top 4, relegation. Same with the NBA, business end, Champions League, FA Cup. I say April, May is business time. So, yo, Dan, anything you want to add before we leave?
Big up to everyone. Big up Sarcasm, Sete. And yeah, man. In Ten Hag we trust.
You dig.
Man like Walter White without the glasses. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Baldy himself, blood. I'm happy we got a Baldy coming in, mate. A slap. We need that, blood. I know that ain't got anything to do with anything, but still.
I understand, man.
I want the Baldy.
To me, he reminds me more of Professor X, but I hear you. Walter White without the glasses are good.
Walter White without the glasses, bro.
Yeah,
I say Professor X without the chair, but I hear you, fam.
Both of them goes. They both go. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yo, Eddie, anything you want to add?
Nah, I should be back for the watch along on the Twitch, people. So y'all pull up. Make sure y'all pull up because we have fun in there. And yeah, just thanks always El Jefe for the opportunity, my guy.
You already know, fam. You already know. Love to everyone that has locked in, and this has been the ManDem United podcast. Go check it out, Manuel. I'm not even going to share, otherwise I would have. Can't do it like us. Take note. We shoot another video on like as well. So yeah, love to everyone that's locked in, and this has been the ManDem United podcast on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.